Last we spoke, you were well on your way through your soul's initiation in the sacred temples of Khem. I left your soul safe, secure, and in excellent company, with the soul who captures the imagination of all souls, as he weaves the patterns of his stories throughout the energies of the matrix. This ascended master goes by the frequency Triogenes the storyteller. In the halls of the pyramid of mythological rendering, you are able to interact in all myths at the same time by merely placing your consciousness into their matrix. Walk in the path of the initiate. Awaken in another timeline. If only for a spell, feel the experience and frequency of the secret chambers beneath the Sphinx. Recall your birth to an ancestral bloodline of priests and priestesses 5,000 years ago. Recall the secrets told within the family about the mystery teachings and the rites of passage of initiation. Awaken your memories of these rites of initiation now. Recall flashes of you studying, fasting, doing spiritual rituals, lifetimes of dedication. Float through the consciousness at the speed of light, experiencing in nanospeed your soul reincarnating again and again. Breathing the sacred knowledge maintained through your bloodline. Access the sacred wisdom now. As you continue your initiation in the sacred temples of Khem, Tahuti the immortal, the Atlantean, Tahuti, Thoth, the creator god of many names and descriptions, keeper of time and records, the mouth of Re, the mind of Re, the father of wisdom, awakens your memory. At the beginning of this cycle, Tahuti hid the key to immortality, the key to life, in the Halls of Amenti, the hall of records for all of humanity since the beginning. Every thought ever thought by every soul since humanity's origin. Every word ever spoken. Every deed throughout the history of mankind. As you descend deep, 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 and deeper still under the Great Pyramid of Giza, which he, Tahuti, also built, you experience all of manifestation, all of conscious creation. You are enlightened fully with the jade elixir of Nu. Vivified with cosmic vitality, self-healing, rejuvenation, sacred wisdom, miraculous healing power, longevity of life, expansive cosmic light, unlimited abilities, self-realization. As you peek through the veil of celestial consciousness, your soul spirals out of your sarcophagus, rising in your tetrahedron star, the Merkaba. Rising until reaching the heaven beyond heaven, the abode of the saints, sages, Buddhas, avatars, Riposhis, Shofus, gods and goddesses, and ascended masters. Suddenly, the cosmos opens with an open portal to your body, illustrating 330 chakras. The nadis and meridians, the 33 vortex energy centers held within the spinal column. The magnificent light, fully cleansed, healed, and activating all. Healing each vertebrae's soul memory bank and releasing these soul memories to fully activate functioning. Each vertebrae acts like a mini computer chip, recording all that is held in the emotional and mental bodies. Divine golden nectar pours into you from the cosmos. As your body drinks of it thirstily, you vibrate rather violently with magnanimous power, light, energy, wisdom, and abilities. Divine jade elixir pours into you now from the cosmos. Your kundalini rises, spiraling, vibrating, pulsating through your elevated, expanded, and activated energy channels. Illuminating the spinal column, accessing higher octaves of being. You see the human body as this massive and very sensitive energy field, combined with the emotional, mental, spiritual, and all 12 light bodies. You see the earth mimicking the same. Every single aspect of the human body reflects within the body of the earth. She is as much a living, breathing entity as are we. Our consciousness levels are linked to the planets. Consciousness and awareness levels are not only linked to the Earth's, but also to that of the 12 central suns and the 12 central galaxies. As above, so below. Tahuti's magnetic, all-encompassing light body flashes quickly before you. No words are spoken, yet you hear Tahuti's thunderous voice as he says, "I have enlightened your will forevermore." You travel with Tahuti 10,000 years ago to the Nile River Valley. The Medu Netir is completely revealed to you. Medu Netir, sacred words of Nu. Words of divine nature. Medu Netir. Symbols are arranged before you in innumerable combinations, relating each and every abstract and spiritual relation between Neteru and humans. One Medu Netir symbol is worth 1,000 words. Before you now, Medu Netir demonstrates the powers of Earth and the cosmos, how they relate to human life, images of animals, astral entities, terrestrial entities, symbols of kingship and power, the human anatomy and the full chakra system are revealed to you now. As you descend 22 levels closer to the gates of Amenti, you pass through world civilizations before the existence of Atlantis. A land where 72 chakras were fully opened, creating higher bands of frequency and physical forms of much higher light. And now, you pass through Atlantis, at the time when Atlantis had descended in consciousness and was prepared to be submerged. During this time in Atlantis, consciousness had sunk to the degree of 48 chakras, 12 plus 36. Only the Temple of Light was left standing on the great mountain on Undal, still rising out of the water. Some there were who were living, saved from the rush of the fountains. Called to Tahuti then the master, saying, Gather ye together my people. Take them by the arts ye have learned afar across the waters, until ye reach the land of Khem. Follow there the plan that ye know of. You enter the great ship of the Master. Upward you rise into the morning. Dark beneath you lay the temple. Suddenly over it rose the waters, vanished from the earth, until the time appointed. Vanished from the earth was the great temple. As you spin, spin, spin into incarnations after the sinking of Atlantis, you experience the density of having only 7 major chakras activated. Awaken the sacred magician codes from the gods. Silently chant the sacred incantations of Tahuti. Raise thou thine hands to the dark space above thee. Close thou thine eyes and draw in the light. Call to the Spirit of Light through the space-time. Using these words, and thou shalt be free. Fill thou my body, O Spirit of Life. Fill thou my body with the Spirit of Light. Come from the flower that shines through the darkness. Come from the halls where the 7 lords rule. Name them by name, I, the 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Gain entrance to the highest degreed initiation temples of Khem. Travel the darkness to reach the light of Amenti. Now that you've been granted access, the light of Tahuti illuminates the etheric Akashic records, transmitting the records to your crown, 3rd eye, and heart chakras, imprinting secrets of the gods and imbuing power of the gods. As you move before the sacred altar placed before you, you see a scroll of cosmic wisdom, the transformations of Re. This wisdom is completely revealed to you. As you descend 22 levels deep, deep, and deeper still, you, the initiate, is taught the sacred, simple wisdom of how not to spill the seeds of life force. Preservation of life force being the key to longevity in life. Three internal treasures appear before you: matter, energy, and soul light. Three external treasures appear before you: ears, eyes, mouth. See polluted things, your soul could get lost. Hear polluted words, lose your matter. Speak polluted words, lose your energy. Through these three external treasures, the ears, eyes, and mouth, you are leaking your energy, matter, and soul light. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, think no evil, and do no evil. Close your external treasures. Do not leak your energy, matter, and soul light. Love, forgive, do spiritual, ritual practice. The initiatory ritual impresses indelibly upon the mirror of your consciousness by means of never-to-be-forgotten experiences of past life history, present opportunities, and future destiny of one's soul. During the course of the initiatory ritual, the stimulus received by the initiate's psychic faculties opens the senses of the soul to visions of transcendental realms. You, as Tahuti's mystery system initiate, will awaken dormant divine powers to new levels of potency. Open to your divine power now. Open your eyes. As you awaken, Anubis is taking you to the temple of Asar. You walk to him as once you had when it all began. This huge God figure places his hand on your head. A blast of light floods your mind, accompanied by strange images and tones. You collapse to the floor. The power of the experience overwhelms you. You awaken in the temple of Aset. Priests and priestesses surround the goddess who beckons you to come to her. She looks into your eyes, a knowing exchanged. This is the time of your final destiny. Again, you fall under the power. This time, when you awaken, Aset places her hands on your head. A blast of light floods your mind. You see images, you hear tones, and again, you collapse to the floor, the power of the experience overwhelming you. You descend 22 levels closer to the gates of Amenti. Your consciousness enters the void. Where heaven does not exist, earth does not exist, the things of the earth have yet to be created. Observe. As I, Khepra, Atom, raise them up from out of Nu, from a state of inactivity. Nu, the primordial waters, the waters of the abyss. Nu, which gave rise to all creation, the inert one. All things eventually created will be raised out of Nu. Nu is their true substance and nature, however hidden it might be under mask of creation. In the emptiness of Nu, the blackness from whence light and all creation emerges, all things subsist, while in their potential they are completely inert. Consciousness does not nor cannot move at the level of Nu. There are no things here, no differentiation of the energy and matter of Nu. Guided by the voice of Khepra, Atom, you float over Ma, the source of Ma'at, the archetype of divine law, balance, karma, truth, righteousness. Even before anything is created, all things have law already written into them, even before they're formed, born, or made. At the beginning was a waste of water called Nu, and it was the abode of the Great Father. He was Nu, for he was the deep, and he gave being unto the Sun God, who hath said, I am Kephra at dawn, Ra at high noon, and Atum at eventide. From the primordial deep, the God of the brightness first appeared. Ra's soul egg arises, shining, floating upon the water's breast. And the spirits of the deep, who were the fathers and the mothers with him there, as he was with Nu, for they were the companions of Nu. The ruler of those whom he first created, according to his desire, were Shu, the wind god, and his consort Tefnut. I had union with my closed hand, and I embraced my shadow as a wife. And I poured seed into my own mouth, and I sent forth from myself issue. Shu and Tefnut, two polarities of force, centrifugal and centripetal, whose interplay form everything. Shu and Tefnut gave birth to Geb and Nut. Tefnut had the head of a lioness and was called the Spitter, as she sent the rain. Ra spake at the beginning of creation, and bade the earth and the heavens to rise out of the waste of water. In the brightness of his majesty they appeared, and Shu the uplifter raised Nut upon high. She formed the vault which is arched over Geb, the god of earth, who lies prostrate beneath her, from where at the eastern horizon she is poised upon her toes, to where at the western horizon, bending down with outstretched arms, she rests upon her fingertips. In the darkness are beheld the stars, which sparkle upon her body and over her great unwearied limbs. Shu and Tefnut gave birth to Geb and Nut. Geb and Nut give birth to Aset, Asar, Heru, Set, and Nebhet. They give birth and they multiply in the earth. All the many gods of the abstract metaphorical religions are not separate deities at all, but attributes of the one God who emerged from the triple darkness of Nu. When Ra, according to his desire, uttered the deep thoughts of his mind, that which he named had being. When he gazed into space, that which he desired to see appeared before him. He created all things that move in the waters and upon the dry land. Now, mankind were born from his eye, and Ra the Creator, who was ruler of the gods, became the first king upon earth. He went among men. He took form like unto theirs, and to him the centuries were as years. I am Kefra at dawn, Ra at high noon, and Atum at eventide. Ra had many names that were not known unto gods or men. And he had one secret name which gave to him his divine power. Sacred mantras, called seeds poured into God's own mouth, are imprinted in the soul temple of you, the initiate, now. In a flash, you are now standing before the mirror pool of divine reflection, scrying a glimpse into other worlds and the future as is required of all initiates. Goddess Hathor appears carrying a shield that could reflect back all things in their true light. From this shield, she fashions you a magic mirror to see. Memories of the celestial celebrations, birth, crucifixion, internment, and resurrection of the celestial being, the solar disk, flashes through your 7 soul houses. As a seasoned initiate, you recognize the sun's annual pilgrimage as direct analogy to the experiences of the soul and its cyclical journey. The soul once existed in a spiritual state of Edenic purity. As the soul drinks from the celestial river of amnesia, it undergoes involution into material form to experience emotion in 3D virtual reality, and must ultimately win its way back to paradise, bliss, through self-mastery. In the beginning, the soul is androgynous. You watch as the emptiness creates a new soul. As the soul spirals down from the celestial realm, it develops a soul sphere. A sphere of consciousness organized in celestial substance. To contact still coarser substance, spiritual substance, astral substance, physical substance. These energies polarize into two separate channels of flow. And while they polarize into two separate channels, yet are overshadowed and energized by one super soul or Godhead. Twin energies polarize into two organizations of consciousness, into two souls. This is the separation of the twin souls. Each develops individual consciousness, uniting to prepare for ascension. Reunite at the 0 point within. By their names I call them to aid me. Free me and save me from the darkness of night. Untanis, Kurtas, Chital, Koyana, Ertal, Samveta, Ardal. By their names I implore thee, free me from darkness and fill me with light. Know ye, O men, that when ye have done this, ye shall be free from the fetters that bind ye. Cast off the bondage of the brothers of night. Speak thou in words without voice to those who dwell down below. Enter the blue litten temple and bathe in the fire of all life. Mentally draw a triangle, a pyramid, commencing from the crown chakra, continuing diagonally down to both ear chakras, connecting the base of the pyramid through the third eye apex at the center of your forehead. With your physical eyes closed and raised to the third eye, beam divine, celestial golden light through this pyramid of Tahuti into the emptiness. Breathing in the Ankh of life. Breathing in the Ankh of life fully through the nostrils. Breathing deeply, deeper, yet deeper still from the bottom of the diaphragm. Reunite divine heaven and divine earth within you now. Join in holy matrimony the divine masculine and divine feminine within you now. Aset walks to you. You join God and Goddess and the ancients of old. At the exact time the celestial sun is aligned with the capstones of the Great Pyramid, the tones of Amenti ring in your ear chakras. vibrating the trillions of cells of light within your DNA and RNA. Awakening encoded DNA, crystalline records within. Ma'at, Tahuti, and his ancient astronauts, who were part of humanity's creation, have returned to you now as it is written. Akasha reveals these ancient astronauts have been watching over the initiates and priests, and it is now the day of their return. Follow them into another chamber, your consciousness spiraling through the temple's sacred chambers. Alchemic magic dancing before you. Tahuti, the immortal record keeper and scribe of this reality, anoints you with the breath of life. He raises the Ankh in his right hand to your nostril. What had been written on papyrus was brought into physical reality. As you were shown the secret rites, as if watching a hologram in which you could interact with the gods. Amulets. Garments laced with jeweled crystals. Headdresses of the purest gold and quartz crystal. Jade rods invoking magic abilities, known only to those chosen. Soul communication, bilocation, levitation, teleportation, and healing abilities. Alchemy, metals, gold, transition of time and consciousness, faster moving frequencies, newly discovered elements being reintroduced, as you descend 22 more levels beyond, below the Great Pyramid to a bronze door. You see, feel, know all the energies in the zodiac, composed as emblems of the 4 quadrants of the heavens: a lion, an eagle, a man, and a bull, symbolizing a cycle. And because time is measured by the sun's passage through this cycle, it also signifies the passage of time. Elamon leads you down a spiral stairway of 22 steps and through a second bronze door, which, when closed, so harmonizes with the wall of the circular chamber into which it opens as to be undetectable. He is halted upon the verge of an abyss and commanded to cross his arms upon his breast and remain motionless. You are commanded to do the same. Doing as you are commanded and breathing deeply through the nostrils, the sacred key already given, while you and Elaman stand motionless upon the verge of the abyss. The two guardians who have accompanied you take from an altar and dress in white linen robes. One wears a girdle of silver and a mask representing the head of a bull. The other wears a belt of gold and a mask representing a lion's head. The robes of white symbolize purity, of linen typify strength. Gold is sacred to the sun, and the lion's head is the sign, Leo, in which the sun exerts its greatest power. Silver is sacred to the moon, and the sign where the moon has its best influence is Taurus, symbolized by the head of the bull. Thus do the two guardians, in a most spectacular manner, represent the masculine and feminine portions of the soul sphere. That was the time of old. Welcome to the place of new. To reach this point in your soul evolution, you have done much work in many lifetimes. Congratulations. All time is now. Past, present, and future are right here, right now. What does this really mean? Lifetimes of persecution, hardship, vows of poverty and celibacy, the accumulation of ancestral karma, personal karma, lifetimes of broken commitments, excommunication, and the like, have impact on this present incarnation, as do lifetimes of royalty and advancement. The accumulation of our good, powerful choices that are in alignment with natural law, as well as the accumulation of our choices that are made against natural law, all move forward, affecting us in each lifetime until that particular offense, if you will, is purified. All time is now. Past, present, and future are right here, right now. The law of service affects everyone's journey of the soul similarly, as the law is the law is the law. And now, my friend, you have come a long, long way. It is time to take a restorative rest. We are near our destination. Upon awakening, you will be joining me on the final descent to Amenti through the final gates and chambers to the Hall of Records of Humanity. Breathe in deep from the diaphragm. Hold for about 3 seconds and release. Breathe in again deep from the diaphragm. Visualize the breath through the chakras. Hold for about 3 seconds and release. Breathe in, visualizing the breath going up the chakras. Hold and release. It has truly been my honor and privilege to accompany you on this Kemetic initiation. And as we pause for restorative rest, I leave you with this thought. Every lifetime is not a royal one, it's not a grand one, but all are very important, as all work together on your journey of soul advancement. So as we piece together the puzzle of our soul experiences, know that each lifetime is vital. There are many lessons learned and deficits discovered. It's all a part of the cycle. I am Empress Nandi, Lemurian, High Priestess of the 12 from Atlantis, High Priestess of Khem, Ethiopia, Samaria, Mesopotamia, and Rome. Incarnated during the time of Yahshua, from the house of Ruben Costello of Spain, Yogi from Tibet, Queen of Zululand, of the Royal House of Ghana and Hawaii, Native American Shaman, Teacher of Sacred Wisdom from Singapore, Calcutta, Algiers, and Dahomey. Many lifetimes of crystal healing, herb healing, energy healing, and alchemy. Yet this lifetime, I've chosen a life that is by comparison quite simple. Yet the divine purpose is constant. I may not be teaching in a sacred garden this time. I may not be the queen of any land this particular time. Yet I still am being called and assisted in bringing forth the sacred wisdom. This calling is constant. Till next time, beloveds. Om, peace, Amen Ra.